fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I am here today for a different type of video. This is not another whip and chat, don't worry. I just needed to film the intro. Today, I thought I would take a look through my stash since I'm getting kind of down where maybe I'll be comfortable. I think I still have maybe 10, 11 kits to go before I think I can call it good, but I'm getting close. But I still have some kits in my stash that I personally find intimidating. So I thought I'd share them with you, kind of share the things about them that I find intimidating, and then maybe get some feedback from you about why I should either be okay with hanging on to them for a while, waiting to work on them, or letting them go. So not exactly a stay or go video because there are probably some, even though they're intimidating, that I am going to hang on to regardless. But as always, I value your input. So let me move over to the computer. I'm just going to put the pictures up on the screen like I would during a stash video so you guys can see them and we'll talk about them because I have different reasons that different kits are intimidating. So let's go. So to start off, the first kit that I have been avoiding is my Angel of Justice by Dakota Detweiler. One of the reasons I've been avoiding it is because it is one of the two craftably that I have left, so I haven't wanted to work on it because I only have two craftablies left. But also, it is lots of confetti and it is kind of big. So it's 75 by 95, which is pretty large. And I actually haven't opened this to know for sure whether it's round or square. I'm pretty sure it's round, but it's also very dark colors. There's a lot of dark colors in her dress. There's a lot of like grays, and I think it's going to be a lot of confetti down at the bottom where all the lights and everything are. So for that reason, every time I think about doing this one, she kind of gets shoved to the back of the pack because again, it's a craftably. I've only got the two left, and it's big, and it's confetti. And you'll probably hear at least a couple of those for most of these, which is that they are big and they are confetti. I do still like this image. There's a couple in here that after sitting in my stash for 3 or 4 years, I'm like, I don't know. But this one I do definitely like the image. So I am going to keep her, but I don't know when I'm ever going to get to her because, like I said, they keep getting kind of shoved into the back. The second one is a diamond art club called Sunnyside Antiques. And I bought this one for that very reason. All the little vignettes. One of the things I enjoy most about diamond painting is being up close and just kind of putting the drills where they're supposed to go. And then you don't really know what it is until you take a step back and you're like, oh, that's the little clock face. Oh, that's the little car. Oh, that's the little sign. But it is super busy. There's a lot going on in here. And I think maybe in the back of my mind, I'm just afraid that it's going to not look as good finished as it does in the image. And I know a lot of you will tell me to go up and look at finished pieces of it, but I try not to do that actually, just because for me, I feel like I want to see it all to come together as I'm working on it. Plus, I feel like everybody's is a little bit different because we all kind of do different things, especially if I would decide to add bling or something, mine is going to look different than somebody else's. This is another one that is quite large. It's 95 by 70 and it's a square drill. I think the Angel of Justice is round because I don't think I ever bought a square from Craftably, but most of these are probably going to be square as well. The third one I've been avoiding, and probably will continue to avoid for a while, is this mermaid. This is my last Heaven and Earth design, so this is just the canvas. It did not come with drills. And because of the trouble I had with the last Heaven and Earth that I completed, I decided to shuck all the drills that I had kitted up for this and start all over with some newer drills so that it won't be the slog that it was with the other Heaven and Earth that I just finished. So not only do I need to collect drills for it, but it is also big. This is now my oldest kit. It is 62 by 83. Of course, it's going to be square. but now it's going to get shoved even further back because it's probably going to be a while until I have enough drills, spare drills saved up so that I can work on it. This next one is from another different company. This is from Oraloa, and I actually have seen this one completed, and I think it turned out really, really awesome. But for me right now, it is a lot of browns, a lot of dark reds, dark oranges, dark greens. While I like fall and autumn colors, after all of the browns that I was dealing with the Heaven and Earth I just finished, I just don't think I could face this one. Maybe for some fall event at some point. She does turn out really beautifully, so I'm happy with that. But again, she's big. This one is 59 by 70, so not as big as some of the other kits, but very confetti heavy, as you can see, and square. The other one that has been sitting on my shelf for a while and probably will continue to, this one is by Dreamer Designs, and this one is called Sweet Dreams Candy Shop. Again, pretty large. It's 90 by 60, and it's square. Part of the reason that I kept shoving this one to the back was because it was square, and I hadn't had the best experience with Dreamer Design squares. However, I think I bought this one at the same time as I bought my Christmas shop one from them, and the Christmas shop one has had much better drills than the square I did from them previously, so I'm crossing my fingers that this one is going to be just as good, but again, very confetti heavy and large and square. This next one is from Diamond Painting Shop, and I believe Diamond Art Club did a version of this one as well, but this one is from Diamond Painting Shop. This is Zodiac by Muka, and we all know how much I love Muka. Again, it's going to be a lot of confetti, especially the tendrils of her hair that are coming off and the Zodiac wheel that is behind her, the little crown around her head, the bottom of it, just lots and lots of confetti. Now, this one is also a square. It's not quite as big as some of the other ones, but it's still pretty big. It's 70 by 93, so pretty large. It does look like there's going to be some multi-placing in there, which is nice. I don't know, I feel like I'm saving her for something special. This is the last Muka really that I have, so I kind of want to hang on to her for a little while, but also big and also square and also lots of confetti. Now, the next couple I know I'm going to be keeping, and the first one is Notream Night. And this was one of my first Stay or Go videos, and you guys all encouraged me to keep it, which I have done. And I do intend to do this one, but again, it's so big. It is 98 by 70, so pretty darn big, and it's square. Now, this is an older Diamond Art Club, so I think the squares are going to be gappier maybe than I would like. So that's always a tad bit frustrating. I'm sure there's probably going to be enough of a mix of multi-placing and stuff with the confetti that it will be fine for me. However, yeah, it's just a really big kit and it just hasn't seemed like the right time to work on it yet. I'm not sure when that will be. I figure my mom will let me know when it's the right time to work on it. The next one is one that I actually had decided to let go of, and this one is Sunken ship. I haven't let go of it yet, so clearly I haven't decided to let go of it. I do think, again, this is another one that is very big. It's 93 by 70, so not quite as large as Notre Dame, but pretty far up there. And it's square. This is one of the ones that I got in the first mystery box that Diamond Art Club did. And this and one other kit are the only two that I've kept. Like I said, I thought I had decided to let go of it, but it's still hanging around in my stash. So I don't know. At second glance, just looking at the image, even though I've already done an underwater scene, maybe the colorful coral and stuff would make up for if I got bored with the blue background where a lot of the fish and the shipwreck and all of that stuff is. I don't know if that would be enough, but again, it's big and it's confetti, so it kind of gets shoved to the back. The next one I don't have a picture of because it is a mystery kit. This also came in the first mystery box that Diamond Art Club did. However, this one is 70 by 105, so it is huge, and it is square. It is by Ann Stokes, so I know it's a dragon one, but I haven't looked it up to see what the actual image is, so if you know, please don't spoil and tell me. I love dragons, and so I want to keep it, and I'm curious to see. I've done other mystery kits from other companies, but I've never done one from Diamond Art Club, so I'm curious to see how they compare. It's been at least several years since I did a mystery kit by anybody, so I'm curious to see how this one turns out, but the size is so intimidating that I haven't even thought of approaching this one yet. And then my last one, again, big, confetti, and square. This is my only Jaded Gem Shop kit. It is 60 by 90, so not the biggest one in my stash by any means, but still pretty big. It is square, like I said. I do think it will be a good mix of multi-placing and confetti. The corners on each side look like they'll probably be some nice multi-placing. I'm hoping the corners of the priestess are like a dark purple rather than black, but who knows. Also, I've never done a Jaded Gem Shop before, and I've not opened this one. I haven't unboxed it or anything to even see what it's like. But I remember somebody saying something about her canvases are done in the negative style, so they're not quite as colorful as like a Diamond Art Club canvas or an Oraloa canvas when you look at it. Of course, once we lay the drills down, then it is, but until then, it's not quite like that. So I don't know, that's the impression I got from what I was hearing. If that's incorrect, please let me know. This one is one that I'm just not sure I am as in love with the image now as I was when I bought it. When I first saw the image, it was like, oh, immediately, yes, I'm in love with that. I need to have it. And now that it's set on my shelf for like 4 years, I'm like, is this really one that I want to do or not? I don't know. So this one I'm torn about. I've hung on to it because, like I said, this is my only Jaded Gem Shop. I've never done one of her kits before. So I think you guys can see a common theme here, and that is big, square, lots of confetti. And normally the confetti wouldn't scare me, and sizes wouldn't necessarily scare me either, but all of these together, I mean, these are probably a huge chunk of my square footage of my stash, and maybe that's just why I find them so intimidating. I don't know. So there you go, guys. Those are my 10 most intimidating kits for me at the moment. Let me know your thoughts below on whether you think I should just put some of them aside and wait until later, put a pin in them, as my sister would say, and worry about them in a while. If there are some you think I should let go of based on my response, because sometimes you guys hear and see things that I don't. Even when I'm editing, I don't always hear and sense the same things that you guys do. Probably because I get too up in my head about what I'm trying to say and what point I'm trying to get across. But anyway, so I do value your feedback if you would leave it down below. And then we'll see how quickly I get to any of these intimidating kits. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.